All right, let's recap some of those damage reports that we had from yesterday's storms. Again, we talked about this a little bit earlier, the potential of maybe having one of those long track tornadoes. Of course, the National Weather Service out of Tulsa is going to do their own survey. But again, you draw that circle from Stillwell and you attach it just over to Goshen. All the damage seeming to line up. That tornado could have lifted and dropped over certain areas like Lincoln and Greenland. That caused a lot of damage over those areas. Of course, we saw those reports from earlier and throughout the morning of just how much damage there is in those communities. Elsewhere across the viewing area, Shady Point, Oklahoma, just north of Poto. Gore, Oklahoma is one of the first tornado warnings that we had yesterday. Of course, Farmington would be a part of that potential long track tornado in the Huntsville area there in Madison County. Eventually, some damage reached up all the way into Carroll County as well. So really, no matter where you are, probably close to you have some damage, or at least you went through some pretty nasty storms yesterday evening. Good news is today shaping up to be much nicer than what it was yesterday evening. Sure, we have a few puffy clouds out there across northwest Arkansas and the River Valley, but a majority of us now starting to see a lot of that sunshine after what was a cloudy start to the morning hours. Temperatures not too bad either, but pretty close to what our daytime highs will be, only into those low 70s right now across northwest Arkansas, mid 70s across the River Valley as it stands right now. Now tomorrow, going to be much warmer outside. We take a look at Futurecast the rest of the day today, and we start to see a lot of that sunshine start to break out again. I think we're pretty close to our daytime highs, but at least those who are cleaning up that damage get to enjoy a little bit of sunshine out there for today and tomorrow as well. But we mentioned it again, much warmer for our Wednesday. We're going to climb up into those low to mid 80s across northwest Arkansas, upper 80s across the River Valley expected by the time we get to tomorrow afternoon. Now, some changes are coming back into the forecast, and then we have our next cold front as soon as Thursday morning. So that warm day on Wednesday doesn't last for very long. That cold front's going to bring the chances for some scattered showers, isolated thunderstorms back into the forecast as soon as your Thursday morning, and that's going to continue pushing further south throughout your Thursday, resulting in it being a bit cooler outside. Now that front is eventually going to turn into a stationary front, so that could result in maybe a few spotty showers here and there across northwest Arkansas and the River Valley, even through our Thursday afternoon. Take a look at these afternoon highs over the next several days. Getting warm for our Wednesday. Big difference though for Thursday and Friday, as well as that cold front brings in some cooler air along with those rain chances. We recover going into your Memorial Day weekend, but we're going to see some rain chances start to increase as well. Across the River Valley all the way up into those mid to upper 80s for Wednesday. Cold front pushes through by the time we get to Thursday and Friday, and we drop about 20 degrees between Wednesday and Friday, back down to those mid 70s. Of course, we'll feel that cooler air by the end of the work week as well. We talk about Memorial Day weekend, and unfortunately, not looking fantastic right now. I don't want you to cancel your plans by any means right now, but we will be dodging some scattered showers and those isolated thunderstorms seemingly through this upcoming weekend and into the holiday on Monday. Because of that, we could pick up a lot of rainfall over the next 7 days. Anywhere between 3 up to 4 inches of rainfall is expected to fall from now all the way out until we get to next Tuesday. Multiple rain chances back into the forecast. Let's take a look. Northwest Arkansas over the next 7 days. Again, today, tomorrow, going to be absolutely gorgeous outside, and that makes me happy, at least. For those who are cleaning up that damage out there, at least it's not too hot, it's not too cold out there, and we get to see some sunshine, at least for today. Tomorrow, though, might get a little bit uncomfortable at some points during the afternoon as we reach into those mid to upper 80s for some. Some sunshine builds back in as well. We're going to build in that humidity for your Wednesday. Good news is cold front's going to come in by the time we get to our Thursday, relieving us from some of that mugginess, but those rain chances really start to pick back up by the time we get to Thursday morning, and then throughout the day on our Thursday, a few pop-up showers here and there. Really starting to pick up though Friday into your Memorial Day weekend. That's the bad news of this forecast, is that while we're not expecting anything in the way of widespread severe weather, that's some good news for us. The bad news is that we will be dodging those scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms through your Memorial Day weekend. One of those holidays that people like to spend a lot of time outside usually as well. So not a complete washout, but we will be having to keep an eye on the radar throughout the weekend. So good news is Tuesday, Wednesday, especially after the storms we had yesterday, we get to enjoy some sunshine.
Yeah, those are going to be 2 pretty crucial days for cleanup. So got the sun to dry up some of that water maybe, and then also just comfortable if you're gonna be outside.
Yeah, some good news is that for the folks that are having to tarp their roofs out there this afternoon, they don't have to worry about additional rainfall in the forecast, at least for the next 2 days. I think by the time we get through Wednesday into your Thursday morning, hopefully a lot of those roofs are taken care of.
All right, thanks, Stephen.